Time for an official prediction. I'm picking Mikey Garcia. A unanimous decision. He's going to gain the respect of Errol Spence in the first 6 rounds and outbox the guy in the latter stage of the fight. To be sensible, I think the natural weight difference should come into play, and when it comes into play, it should be in the later rounds. If it was just some former featherweight, not like a all-time great, I think you could probably say that the weight difference would become apparent immediately. But this is a great fighter we're talking about. This shit is going late, you know what I mean? As much as people say like Errol Spence is just a better fighter, just think about it. If these fighters were the same size, who'd you pick? Who'd you say is the better fighter? They're similar, somewhat. I don't think Errol Spence is as good as a Mikey Garcia. Coming forward or going backwards, you know what I mean? I think Mikey is simply the smarter fighter of the two, the more calculated fighter of the two, you know? Errol Spence Jr., that you have to give him credit for, he possesses true grit, like he said after beating Kell Brook, you know? And in that fight, that's an interesting fight, I think that could be applied to this fight, you know? As a comparison. Granted, Kell Brook is a way bigger dude than Mikey Garcia, but I don't think he's as physical as I don't know. Like Errol Spence Jr. actually said that Kell Brook was physically very strong. He found that out in the clinches. He was getting pushed back to the ropes. It seemed like Kell Brook actually had a physical strength advantage, or maybe it was more so that Errol Spence wasn't willing to blow out his gas tank, basically like grappling with Kell Brook, you know what I mean? Because that's what Kell Brook was doing on the inside. He wasn't so much working. He was trying really to push, grapple, stifle, smother. Errol actually did a good job on the back foot, kind of evading the brunt of Kell Brook's punches. Even when Kell Brook was applying pressure, he would go to the ropes, you know. On the back foot, he doesn't look as comfortable as when he's like comfortably coming forward, you know what I mean? And the fight is also giving ground to him. I don't necessarily see Mikey Garcia like running from Errol Spence Jr., you know. I think a lot of this fight is going to be in the center of the ring. And I see Mikey Garcia actually winning the jab battle, you know? The smaller fighter winning the jab battle, man. Yeah, that's just my opinion, man. Don't go too crazy on me. Nah, fuck that, man. Go as crazy as you want, you know what I mean? I'm picking Mikey Garcia, decision. And if he gets this win, people say he's the pound-for-pound greatest fighter in the world. He probably is. Crazy what he's done since his comeback. And that's what he predicted, you know? He would be a guy that's going to be looking for the greatest fights out there, you know? And that's what he's done. I think that all started with that Lomachenko-Linares fight. When he saw that he couldn't get that Linares fight, he said, fuck it, man, I'm doing crazy things now. Lomachenko ain't coming to the dance, that's for certain. So he's doing things that are legendary. That's why people like Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran, they favor Mikey and they're supporting him, you know what I mean? I'm with it. If Errol Spence was fighting a Canelo, you know, I like that shit. I support underdogs, and especially if you have a great fighter that's taking chances, and that's unusual nowadays. So, give credit to this guy, Mikey Garcia. I like Errol Spence too. I just wasn't ever totally convinced by Errol, you know? Even in his best wins, he has shown weaknesses, you know what I mean? And there can be arguments for the validity of these wins also, like a Lamont Peterson really at 147, not really active, also kind of fighting a wrong game plan, seemingly. Shelling up in front of Errol, trying to go body shot for body shot, that's not sensible. Kell Brook, you know, he had all the tools to win actually. He just has a ticker problem. I don't think Mikey has that. Mikey's just a very composed and relaxed fighter, man. Unbelievable talent. I don't think I can pick against Mikey Garcia since I've seen that Orlando Salido fight way back when, you know what I mean? In that fight I was actually not certain that he could beat Orlando Salido, especially Orlando Salido that was pretty much in the form of his life at the time, you know? Coming off those Juanma fights. Actually the first fight I put a bet on, Juanma Orlando Salido, the rematch. Yeah, anyway, man, Mikey gonna get him. Decision. Thanks for listening, peace out.